Hi everyone, welcome to Reading with Reference. My name's Katherine. I'm one of the reference librarians at the Haverford Township Free Library, and today I'm going to tell you about 3 books that are all part of the National Book Award long list. The finalists were just announced, but I've got a couple to tell you about that are on the long list, a couple that are on the finalist list. They're all just really great books. 2 of them I'm reading right now. One I've already read and actually talked about before, but it bears mentioning again because it's awesome. So here we go. The first book I want to tell you about, which I'm reading at the moment, is The Index of Self-Destructive Acts by Christopher Beha. Somehow I totally missed this book when it first came out back in May, so I just found out about it via the National Book Awards list. The second I read the summary, though, I knew it was exactly my kind of book. So it's set in 2008, and it centers around Sam Waxworth. The election has just wrapped up, and Sam has correctly predicted not only the presidential race, but every single Senate race, too, with a software that he designed. Think like a fictional Nate Silver. Now, Sam's been hired by a fancy New York magazine and moved from his small, boring town and boring life in Wisconsin. One of the first writing assignments he's given there is to write a profile of the recently disgraced Frank Doyle, a journalist who was known and loved and sometimes derided for his old-fashioned essays on the game of baseball. Sam, too, is a big baseball fan. The first software program he designed was dedicated to predicting statistical outcomes in all kinds of baseball categories, but he, understandably, is drawn to the numbers side of the game, while Frank is drawn to the more poetic aspects. But the two strike up something of an unlikely friendship, and soon Sam is being drawn into Frank's family life and forging a relationship with his daughter, Margot, despite his wife back home in Wisconsin. There are so many aspects of this story that are right up my alley. It's a baseball novel, a family drama novel, and an unlikely friends novel, with lots of tension built in because of who the characters are and how they interact with each other, rather than because of any big and unlikely circumstances or plot twists. I'm about a third of the way through this right now, and I'm really enjoying it. One of the reviews on the back of the dust jacket says that it's a book's worth of thoughtful essays folded into a killer novel, which feels very apt. So again, that is The Index of Self-Destructive Acts by Christopher Beha. The second book, which I'm also reading right now, which also is on the shortlist for the National Book Award, is The Secret Lives of Church Ladies by HTFL. I'm reading this one on my Kindle, so I can't hold it up and show you the cover, sorry. I feel like I've said I don't really like short story collections, but I loved this one in about 4 different videos already this year, so I might have to reassess whether I actually don't like short story collections. In any case, this one, which I'm about a quarter of the way through right now, really is great. It's a short book, it's less than 200 pages, and the stories themselves are short too, but they really pack a punch. The summary on the jacket of this one says that they explore the raw and tender places where Black women and girls dare to follow their desires and pursue a momentary reprieve from being good, which I just love. I know that this year in particular, it's been really important to me to read more stories written by people who don't look like me or who haven't had the same life experiences that I've had. If that's something you're also looking for more of in your reading life, then I definitely recommend The Secret Lives of Church Ladies by HTFL. And then finally, I wanted to mention Leave the World Behind by Rumaan Alam. It's got a great cover. This book was just released this past Tuesday, and it is everywhere right now, which it absolutely should be. Both Jenna Bush Hager and Barnes & Noble just chose it for their monthly book clubs, and it was also just announced as a finalist for the National Book Award. I won't say too much about it because I've talked about it before, and because I don't want to give anything away about it, but here's the basic premise. Amanda and Clay are a married couple who are thrilled to begin their summer vacation at a fancy Hamptons Airbnb with their 2 teenage children. But one night, an older couple shows up at the door, claiming to be the owners of the house, and also claiming that there's been a citywide blackout in New York City. The couple, who are named Ruth and GH, are Black, and Amanda and Clay are white, which becomes a major factor as both sets of couples try to figure out who's lying, who's telling the truth, and what's really going on in the outside world as their cell and internet services cut out. This book is so suspenseful and smart and well written, and it might be one of the best ones I've read all year. I can't recommend it highly enough. And so again, that's Leave the World Behind by Rumaan Alam. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. I hope you're reading something great as well. Thanks again. Take care. Bye.